2024 is officially in the end game, guys, and what a year it's been. We have had so many great games come out this year and some not that great as well, but it's the last month, and with 2025 around the corner, how about we end it on a high with some new releases? What's up, guys? It's T, and if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Helps the channel out a lot. And without further ado, let's begin. At number 10 is Fantasian Neo Dimension. The Fantasia mobile game is coming out on different platforms with a new dub title called Fantasian Neo Dimension. Originally, it was released as a two-part when it came out back in 2021. The re-release will be one whole game with a 4K resolution to help bring gamers a better experience. Coming from the creator of the Final Fantasy series, gamers should expect a standard turn-based game that looks absolutely incredible. You play as Leo, the main protagonist of the game, who's lost all their memories and goes on an adventure to get them back. So nothing new and innovative in the way of a story, but with over 140 handmade diorama locations that you can visit and explore, you can expect more than enough gameplay to keep you busy for hours on end. The game is out on PC, PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox Series X and S, and the Nintendo Switch. And at number 9, we have Alien: Rogue Incursion. The Alien series is again another new game entry, but this time it's a VR. So the backstory of the game is that players are in control of the main lead called Zula Hendrix, who's on a mission to go to a research facility to rescue her friend Benjamin Carver, which does sound simple and mundane, to be honest, but the game does have a deep driven character narrative behind it, which comes as a surprise, really. Look, it's a VR game, so the objective is to bring full immersion to the game so that players can get their jump scares and rushing combat. So here's hoping they come close to that goal. Alien: Rogue Incursion is coming out on the 19th of December to PC and PlayStation 5. At number 8, Antonblast. When I first saw this game, all I could think about was Warrior and of course Pizza Tower, which I'm sure a lot of you guys probably can see the reasons why. The game looks like a riot and definitely plays like one, as players take control of Dynamite Anton, smashing through entire levels, with the highlight being that you're fighting against Satan. Definitely a catching selling point there. This over-the-top action platformer is the second entry to be created by Sun Misfare Studios and is already winning a lot of fans. And the truth is, you can probably tell why. It's simple, it looks like a blast to play, and you can go through the levels with a hammer, destroying everything in your path. Enough said. This is definitely one of the games that I would recommend to play this December. The game is already out on PC and is coming out to the Nintendo Switch on December the 13th. At number 7 is Marvel Rivals. So yeah, the Marvel franchise is bringing us a team-based third-person PvP game this December. And hey, guess what? It doesn't look like the genre is going out of fashion yet, as this game is highly anticipated by a lot of gamers. Gamers get to choose from an array of fan-favorite Marvel heroes and square up against each other across various maps. It's a standard 6v6 fast-paced hero shooting game with a Marvel spin to it, and yes, a lot of people can't see a big difference between this and Overwatch or Valorant, who already have a strong hold in the market space, but hey, you gotta love Marvel's grind. It's a free-to-play game, so I assume that the only real question to be asked is whether the game is gonna be good or not, because there's no new unique selling point to this. You can play as Iron Man, Captain America, Spider-Man, Thor, and so on, but that's not really gonna keep gamers interested. It's whether the player will have a solid experience while playing, which I hope they do. The game is out on PC, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S. And at number 6, we have Infinity Nikki. Now, before anybody says anything, let's get a couple things out of the way. Yes, it's a gacha. Yes, it's a cozy game. Yes, there's no combat, kinda. Yes, it's mainly about clothes, and yes, its target audience is mainly for women. And with all that being said, it's still a top recommended and highly anticipated game. Listen, Infinite Nikki is not for everyone. No game is, and those who try to be normally fail. But I won't lie, the game does have a draw to it with a strong fan base behind it. You play as Nikki in this massive open world, and the main focus of the game is exploration of the environment and the stylization of your character. It's the 5th installment in the Nikki series, and yes, I did say 5th, and is poised to be the biggest one yet. I would say give it a try and see whether you're into it or not, because it does look graphically amazing and has a warm feel to it. It's also free to play, which makes it even better. The game is out on PC, PlayStation 5, Android and iOS. At number 5, Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver 1 and 2 Remastered. Now this is a gamer's game and takes you back to a much more different time, a simpler time. Legacy of Kain is definitely one I cannot wait to play. Gamers will play as Raziel, not Kain, who is actually the main antagonist of the series, in a setting of a dark fantasy and gothic fiction with revenge on the mind and claiming back one's honor and an excellent plot narrative. This game is what most gamers want from a remaster. It keeps the same plot and story and is true to the original, and all it does is really enhance the graphics to the games while implementing some new features like photo mode. I would highly recommend that you give this game a try if you want to have those nostalgic feelings or just want to play a simple game that looks absolutely great. The game is set for release on the 10th of December for the PC, PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One, and the Nintendo Switch. And at number 4, we have Delta Force. This free-to-play FPS is back as a reboot to the series with a modern team-based tactical shooter looking to provide another option to the market that is still dominated by COD and Battlefield. And speaking of Battlefield, it's kind of the same idea with hyper-realistic graphics and destructible environments with large-scale battles. The game is developed by Team Jade Studio and is published by Timmy Group and is based on the actual film Black Hawk Down, which came out in 2001. Hey, it does look visually incredible with all the gun customization and vehicles to pilot. I would say definitely give it a go if you're a fan of the series, as the studio ensures that it will not be pay to win and gives all gamers an even playing field, which is a nice touch. The game is out on PC, PlayStation 5 and 4, Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One and Android. At number 3 is The Spirit of the Samurai. Now this game is interesting and definitely one to look out for. It's a dark action adventure game that has Soul-like a Metroidvania elements to it that plays in a 2D stop motion cinematic. You play as 3 characters in the game: the main protagonist Takashi, his cat companion Chisai, and a spirit samurai called Kodama in a bid to stop an invasion on your homeland. The game is obviously heavily based on Japanese mythology, and you'll battle against various monsters and undead controlled by an Oni and his Tengu army. So think of it this way: Black Myth Wukong meets Ghost of Tsushima with a blend of Dark Souls. Yeah, I'm definitely playing this game. It's the first game created by Digital Mind Game Studios and it has a lot of potential to be a great experience. The action looks great and the story seems compelling, so I would highly recommend it to any gamer. There's a demo out on Steam if you want to give it a look before you commit to a purchase, but the game is coming out on the 12th of December to PC, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and Xbox One. And at number 2, we have Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Indiana Jones is back, and this time on another adventure courtesy of Bethesda Studios. Players take control of Indiana as he goes on another puzzle solving and whipping action adventure. It's another Indiana Jones game. What more can I say? We already have like 10 of them, but I'm not gonna lie, this one does seem to have a lot of hype behind it. With Troy Baker as the voice actor for Indy, which always is a positive for any game, and Machine Game Studios, the developers of the Wolfenstein series, this game is shaping up to be something special. The game looks fun to play, and let's be honest, it's Indiana Jones, so it's gonna be. I for one can't wait to give this game a try, and hopefully it's going to be one of those experiences which lives up to the hype. The game is out on the PC, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S. And finally at number 1 we have Path of Exile 2. It's the game that has been on everybody's lips at the moment, and the hype for the game has been unmatched, and for good reason. Grinding Gear Game Studio have been praised for its forward thinking in the ARPG space. With its latest showcase that had all the features and upcoming plans for PoE 2 that left gamers begging for more, Path of Exile 2 is, for all intents and purposes, the next generation for action role-playing games. The game will have over 100 bosses, 600 monsters, and a brand new campaign with 6 acts. And that's not even the main priority of the game. The devs have said that they're trying to focus solely on the end game content to ensure players feel engaged and not just lost in repetitive activities, which has plagued most games in the same genre. And that's great to see the studio acknowledge that this is a problem and try to make a better experience to gamers in general. PoE 2 does have 12 classes, but only 6 will be available in early access, with the Warrior, Sorceress, Mercenary, Monk, Ranger, and The Witch all making a return. The developers of the game have said PoE 2 will be more beginner friendly compared to its predecessor, which was known to be more hardcore to its fans and not many casual gamers. And that's just another W for GGG for trying to bring a fresh new audience to the game. Not to say that the game will be easy, no, definitely not, but maybe just tone it down a bit. The game is out for early access on PC, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and Xbox One. And that is it for games in 2024. Can't wait for 2025 as it's shaping up to be another great year for video games. Was there any games that you were excited about? Let us know in the comment section below. Don't forget to give the video a like and subscribe, and until next time, stay blessed. Peace.